group of fantasy authors take on a sadistic games master. Will they survive? Maybe they should roll a survival check. Authors and Dragons! Authors and Dragons!
Hi, everybody. I'm Joseph Brassi. I play the role of Bjorg Bjornsson, enthusiastic and violent barbarian. I was an author on the Mongoliad books. My novels Skyfarer and Dragon Road can be found everywhere the books are sold, and I am the author of such non-existent titles as Butt-Powered Roman, the story of General Maximus Gludius.
Hey everyone, I'm special guest Rick Gualtieri. Just kidding. I'm just regular old Rick Gualtieri playing Silas Kane. I just wanted to feel special for one time in my life. And now that moment is gone forever. Anyway, in real life, I write the Toma Bill series, which, let's be honest, if you haven't read it yet after 165 episodes of this podcast, well, what in the name of Torag's itchy sack are you waiting for?
Hello, friends. My name is Robert Bevan. I play the role of Klaus Richter, the notorious rogue. In real life, I write the Caverns and Creatures series of comedy fantasy novels and short stories, starting with the first book, Critical Failures. I also write many of the books in our Shingles series. Go get them now.
Hi there, my name is Steve Weverill, and I play Brandon Fymaster, the monk that doesn't need to feel special because he is inherently special. In real life, I am Steve Weverill, and you can find my books on Amazon. Why not go and get Everyone You Love Will Be Eaten by Wolves? You'll have a good time, I assure you.
Hey everybody, I am Drew Hayes, the crunchy dungeon master that turns your milk green. In real life, I write books such as Superpowers, Fred the Vampire Accountant, and the Spell, Sword, and Stealth series, the latest of which, Noble Roots, is available in print and audio as of last month, so go check that out. And when last we left our intrepid adventurers, they had... really can't even put a heroic in front of it. They had really fucked about on a mountaintop for a long while getting harassed by guitars, and finally succeeded in getting a bolt of energy into the egg beneath Brandon. And
Drew, I think this is an apt metaphor for the pain of childbirth, actually.
I think Klaus was heroic. He put it all out on the line.
Yeah, somebody was trying to explode a guitar with his dick. Somebody was trying to channel lightning energy through his body into an egg. This is basically how sex works, I assume.
Well, that's in my head.
I need some extra effort to get an erection next time.
Yeah, we're on a different level now.
Yeah, cue the dick lightning.
well, speaking of lightning and lightning-enhanced creatures that are still nearby, I believe you will find that one of the guitars, Folksy Tonk, is still alive and kicking and is top of the initiative.
Right. Let's forget everything else. Forget the miracle of childbirth. Let's kick this fucker to death.
Well, first off, he gets to do blow it in the wind. Okay, so he is trying to blow back Bjorg and Klaus. DC 16 con saves for half damage and to avoid being pushed 10 feet and knocked prone.
Con save coming up. Klaus rolls a 7.
Klaus does not make that save.
Your rolls 23.
Klaus is nude and pointing his dick directly into danger. I'm not surprised he doesn't make that con save.
even with advantage. No.
Bjorg, you are not pushed back or knocked prone. Klaus, you are both of those things.
Ow!
And Klaus, you take 5 damage unless you have some sort of rogue thing for it. Bjorg, you made the save, so you take 2.
Okay.
And then I think you were raging, to be fair.
Yeah, so that's 1.
Now, I noticed you moved the rod away from me. Is that a thing, or do I still have the rod?
You can still have it. I just had to move it to move your character token.
Okay.
Klaus, you miss an opportunity to helicopter your dick and create a counter whirlwind that would have nullified that attack.
No, that's something I could have said if I rolled a natural 20.
All right. And at a 13, we now continue with the advancement of, as he's labeled on the thing, Brandeg.
As he's mislabeled on the thing.
Yes.
But not really going to be an egg much longer as the shell begins to crumble and a tentacle pokes out.
Smash the world shell.
Is it a muscular tentacle?
It's pretty meaty, I would say.
Nice.
But is it a pious tentacle?
That one is harder to know from looking.
You can tell these things.
Guys, this baby is all muscle, no bones. Absolute perfection. Oh, I'm crying right now.
Fandango begins to mutter, and unfortunately, before he can get a spell off, the bucket comes tumbling out of the sky and slams down onto his head.
That's
Yes.
disturbing.
The bucket knows an absentee father when he sees one.
Silas Kane.
All right.
Don't you dare try and baptize this sweet child.
Oh, I am 100% doing that. So there's a crack in the shell?
There is a tentacle poking out of a crack in the shell.
Okay. I will drop a Torag track in that crack.
I mean, you're dropping it onto a tentacle.
That's fine.
All right.
The love of Torag doesn't care if you're a tentacle monstrosity.
The way you said it sounded like you're wiping its ass.
I mean, it's good. It's a good start.
Brandon Thighmaster.
Oh, I want to just sit here and witness the miracle of childbirth and the responsibility of becoming its only father. I will whisper encouragement. See, there you go, Brandon. You flex your way out of that shell. Flex, baby, flex.
As if you're getting full custody.
All right, Klaus.
I gotta spend half a movement to get up?
Yeah, half your movement to get up.
All right. Well, as long as I still have the rod in hand, I'll spend the other half charging at Folksy Tonk.
All right.
It doesn't get said enough, but in a weird sort of way, Bevan is the most dedicated player in this podcast.
You probably should have gone with committed.
Yeah, there's
It
a
works
double
on
meaning
multiple
there.
levels.
Yeah.
All right. Bjorg Bjornsson.
All right. I'm gonna take 2 swings at Folksy Tonk because someone's gotta actually keep us alive.
Not the worst idea.
That's a 29
Yeah, that will absolutely hit.
and a 15. Actually, no, these are reckless. So
18.
18, yeah. And
That will hit.
16 and 14, so 30.
All right.
I hope we never meet the monster that does not get hit by a 29.
Let me tell you about 3.5, my man. All right, and as we hit the end of initiative, that means it's time for some dimensional lightning.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I thought y'all might have. So 1 is the rod that Klaus is holding. 2 and 3 are the ones by Brandon. 4 is the one over to the east side of the screen. And 5 will be the one all the way at the south. So
Brandon will hold his rod up to the sky and scream, "Push!"
Your prayers are answered as yours is struck again. And the energy courses down through you into the egg. And you see another kind of pulse of energy, and the tentacle seems to get stronger as it's fighting its way out.
Born through lightning and muscle. I can only conceive that this is how myself was born. I assume.
And prayer.
I don't remember the circumstances of my birth, but I assume they were
I'm going to assume nobody was praying.
probably a bit more awesome than this. You see, Silas, no one had to pray because everyone believed in me.
Their prayers had been answered. He was there.
And if only they believed a little bit more, you would have turned out like that more jacked Brandon we saw just a little while ago.
Oh, it's a low blow.
Oh, I still maintain that was just an improbable illusion.
Well, it is Folksy Tonk's turn, and he has one move. It's blowing in the wind. It's hitting Klaus and Bjorg again.
Drew, will you just let these monsters die, please?
I mean, only one of you attacked it all last round. You realize that, right?
I attacked
Be nice.
it.
Bjorg isn't a monster.
If the dimensional lightning had hit my rod, I would have attacked it.
So yeah, that.
Drew, I'm slightly disappointed that you never put Klaus's actual dick as another rod option.
It's not made from the special snail shell.
Oh well, Klaus has a new quest now.
Oh,
Is
God.
it? I think we should roll for that personally, but
It's probably got some snail slime on it.
Uh,
I believe that Klaus may have fucked a dimensional snail ages ago and simply not showered. So
but does he really want the moniker Snail Dick?
of course he does.
It doesn't sound like something Klaus would avoid.
Yeah.
That's fair. All right, so Constitution save.
Yeah, con saves from Bjorg and Klaus.
That's an 11. Bjorg.
10.
All right, you are both sent flying 10 feet away. I'm just going to move him back because that's easier because of the way his hitbox is structured. And you both take 8 damage.
Wow.
Okay.
Unless you have, of course, rage or other thingies.
Oh, right.
And that brings us to the egg, which is going to flex once more, and 2 more tentacles kind of burst forth as it's fighting its way to freedom.
Oh my God! Imagine having 3 arms. Ha!
All the time.
Fandango is deep in the bucket. Silas.
I will, Toreg, I dedicate this blasphemous kill to you. So I will do sharpshooter at Plunky or Funky to whatever the fucky tonk.
Folksy Tonk.
Folksy tonk. And if one hits, I will do a 2nd level smite against it.
All right.
So 2 attacks, sharpshooter. Okay. That would be a 17 and a 12.
The 17 hits.
All right. So that's 21 normal damage. Jesus fucking Christ. And 5 radiant.
Well, it's dead. You have murdered that guitar.
All right.
You know, I'm glad as the non-birthing parent, you're doing something useful in the waiting room.
We'll see which one of us he loves more. Which should be neither of us, so long as he loves Tor. You know what I mean.
I'm raising this baby agnostic, okay?
Brandon, it is your turn.
Just whispers of sweet encouragement. Flex your way out of that shell, my sweet baby boy.
Klaus, your target has been blown back into dimensional ash.
Well, I have to assume I have a pretty rock hard erection right now with all the electricity that's gone through my body. I would like to disrespect its corpse by masturbating over it.
Yes.
You can masturbate on the pile of, I guess, residual ash.
Drew, this is our way of telling you that we don't want to see any more of these plonky beasts ever again.
No, that's not my way of saying that. That's
I mean, I feel like that was true after the last time y'all met Plonky Tonk.
All this is new kink unlocked.
yeah, I know. I if anything, I want to see more now. I want to see guitars with tits.
So Klaus is jerking off to literally no one's surprise. Bjorg.
Sweet pawny tonk.
Bjorg is going to get up and look at what Klaus is doing and then wish that he hadn't. And then he is going to move over to where Silas and...
I would have assumed the magnitude of that would have taken your entire action, but...
Yeah, but you know, it's really motivating to get away from that.
Yeah, that's fair.
And that's my turn.
All right. And at the end of your turn, you know it, you love it. It's dimensional lightning. And
Live, Brandegg, live!
Yep, another bolt comes down, running through you into Brandegg, which kind of sinks out perfectly as the egg shatters completely, revealing the bouncing baby egg beneath.
What's inside the egg? It's another egg.
You're not totally far off. Let me bring this up to the front for everybody.
Jesus.
So yeah, if you're not watching on our YouTube channel, you cannot see the creature that bursts forth from the egg wiggles its tentacles on the ground and kind of jiggles and says, "Alas, that was very confining."
It's a Metroid.
All right, well, kill all the blasphemers.
That's a funny way of saying thank you, Dad.
Oh, no, I do appreciate the assistance. It was so confining within that egg. You are most appreciated.
Wait, but I'm appreciated more, right?
Well, between the two of you, one channeled lightning directly into my body to help facilitate my own birth, and the other
Gave you a Bible tract.
prayed.
Yeah. Hey,
Yes, mate. Basically, you're on child support, and I am the daddy.
I gave you thoughts and prayers. There is nothing that helps more.
Yes, I have been absorbing all of your thoughts since you first found me. It has been interesting.
Georg is going to look back and forth between the flesh dome that just emerged and Klaus jerking off on a pile of ash and just go, well, this has been a day.
Indeed. Perhaps we should retire to somewhere less lightning striky.
I agree.
Yes,
You are much more talkative and intelligent than I anticipated.
which means he obviously does not take after you.
Of course. You read the files on my creation in the gnomish research facility. I'm kidding. I know you didn't.
Oh, sweet child, I read nothing.
I read the one true book of Torah over and over and over again.
Oh, we're already bonding. This is lovely.
It is good to meet you all face to...
Whatever it is you have instead of a face, yes.
I am Prometheus.
Prometheus.
Yes.
Oh, well, I guess if you're intelligent enough to choose your own name, and I guess I'll call you Prometheus.
Prometheus Toreg Kane. Nice to meet you.
Can your last name still be Brandegg? Can I call you that as a pet name?
No, you cannot.
It's gonna undulate
Don't
around.
listen to him.
I suppose for the man who delivered me from my shell, a boon is in order.
Oh, my sweet baby boy.
Very well. You may carry me as we exit this place.
I would love to carry you. Can I lift him onto my shoulders?
Sure. he winds some tentacles around your shoulder, arm, neck, etc. to get a good grip.
Normally this would be gross and horrible, but this is great. I'm not sure what path to perfection you're on, buddy, little guy, but you're on it, and I'm here for you.
He likes you better now. Just wait until he turns into a teenager, though. Then suddenly I'm the cool
Georg
parent.
is staring.
Will you just let me have this?
I do want to give a special shout out to Matt Dinneman for teaching me how to use one of those AI art things and getting everyone the horror show that is Prometheus.
Oh, shit. Did a fucking robot come up with this? Oh, we're fucked.
It was I had a pretty specific vision in mind, and I was like, well, I don't know how I'm going to find something like that. And then I
Jesus
remembered
Christ.
this was an option.
We've been trying so hard. We've got fucking Robert Bevan. We've been trying so hard to make this weird for people. And then the machine comes along and does that.
Machines can't do what I do.
That's true. I have never seen any AI art like where Robert Bevan
Yeah, because
original.
if this was a Bob drawing, it would be essentially a gelatinous brain walking on a whole bunch of dicks.
I was going to say, it would just be a giant cock. With a face or something.
I was going to say, I'm amazed that hasn't been drawn yet.
Jesus Christ, if they ever get to that level of self-awareness where they can do what Robert Bevan does, that is the apocalyptic scenario none of us were expecting.
Oh, yeah. That's the way it ends.
Imagine Terminator, but everybody's a big wobbly jaw thrower.
Oh, God. You just let them kill you. It's like, no, I don't want to deal with this.
This is evolution, baby.
All right, well, let's get Prometheus inside. We have to prepare for his baptism.
All right, y'all can head back down.
Hey, if we're going somewhere, I'm grabbing a handful of ash to finish with.
Oh, God.
All right, you grab some dirt from the ground and head out.
No.
All right, y'all are back in the lair area, which is back down the winding road that we don't have a map for, so, you make it. Good for you.
Brandon, I know we don't agree on much, but can we possibly not keep Prometheus next to Klaus?
I think we can agree on that.
Well, I was just gonna say, as long as we're not an initiative, can we? Can I finish the deed?
He's too young for weird uncle stuff. Okay, let's.
Yes, we're just going to assume that Klaus finishes jerking off on the walk back.
All right.
I don't know what direction my sweet baby boy can see in. Possibly 360 degrees. So I'm just going to try and shield him from whatever Klaus is doing with my body.
Klaus is not invited over during the holidays.
Well, at Drew's discretion, and I had my ass turned that way while I was getting the job done, and I didn't do it during the walk over. Out of respect.
You know what? Maybe you are invited to Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh.
Maybe just this once.
No.
No, you're probably right. No.
All right. Y'all have hatched the egg. What do y'all want to do?
Is there food anywhere around here?
I kind of want to take a nap. I'm a little spent.
Well, let's leave it, because fuck this place. We have no further use for it.
Yeah, I mean, fellas, we've been adventuring for a while now. Maybe it's time we settle down.
Ooh, that reminds me. I need a perception check from everyone.
All right.
And then I need to go check your character sheets.
Bjorg rolls a 23.
Silas rolls a 12.
Brandon Firemaster is still got mom brain. He rolls a natural one.
Sorry, I was getting a beer. What are we rolling?
Perception check.
Perception.
Drew, just give him a natural one.
Klaus rolls a 22. Fuck you.
Klaus is paying a lot of attention to his own jerking off.
He's mastered the art of furiously masturbating while being fully aware of what's going on in the room.
If you don't have a lock on the door, you have to do that.
There you go. I'm not judging you for your upbringing, Klaus.
I'm judging your parents for not smothering you in your sleep as a child.
That was my first kink.
But I'm sure it's properly noted in y'all's character sheets.
Is it like a bag of teeth or something?
One hoax.
Yeah, I have my toenails.
Bag of teeth? Bag of teeth.
Is it teeth? Is it toenails, Drew? Those are the only options.
I guess I'll just have to ask, who among you has the crystal shard?
Which one?
Oh shit, I don't remember.
The one y'all picked up.
I mean, I have...
The piece of the crystal guardian shard.
Probably not me, but...
Yeah, I have a bunch of crystals. I don't say anything about a shard.
We did move on to roll 20 during this escapade, so it might not be written down.
No, we did the D&D Beyond thing way after.
Okay, well, that was just me trying to find an excuse for our incompetence.
Could it have been John? Was that when we moved the thing with his shatter?
It's not.
He's got a bucket on his head. We can frisk him.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll just assume it's John.
Okay.
And then with those perception rolls, Bjorg and Klaus both hear a high-pitched noise.
That's annoying.
I didn't do it.
Gonna check and see where it's coming from.
Apparently there's a fire. We should all panic and run toward the nearest exit at the same time.
Roll me an investigate.
Don't panic the baby.
Both of us are just
Just you two.
okay, hold on. That's a nat 20.
Oh shit!
Let's see what I get.
Oh, wow.
So Bjorg, with a natural 20, you're tilting your ear like, huh? That's a weird sound. Where is that coming from? Oh, I guess it's coming from Fandango's pack. And as you pull out the shard of the Crystal Guardian that y'all had found about the time that Dr. Punch returns and sees it and goes, "Oh no! What's that doing here?"
It was in our pack.
Are you trying to wake up the Guardian? You know what that'll do.
No, not really.
I
Throw it
don't.
in the cauldron.
Look, Professor, Don't pretend we know what we're doing. You're smarter than that.
I assure you, these well-meaning incompetents do not even remember why they acquired that artifact.
He's right.
He's absolutely right. He's a smart boy.
And also, a guardian would be good. I mean, our little Touareg could probably use a bodyguard.
Yeah, our little Brandeg could probably use a bodyguard, except I already am that, so it's fine.
Now, do you not remember it? It will break back into the source of the juice. It will flow. So many people will be recontaminated.
I have no idea what that means, and thus I do not care.
I sort of care. What happens? What do we do with this? Do we put it back in the pack?
Yeah, take it away. Take it far away.
He is a smart
I don't
boy.
know why it's glowing or singing or whatever it's doing. They're not supposed to do that.
I'll throw him a tooth.
Wait, did you take that up with you? Did that get hit?
Might have.
Not as far as we're aware.
Roll me intelligence checks.
Oh, no.
Everyone?
Yeah, everybody was up there for this part.
Silas gets a 7.
Bjorg rolls a 15.
Brandon rolls an 8.
Klaus rolls an 11.
Can we rely on our newest party member, who's been born for like 5 minutes, to perhaps perceive things better than we did?
We'll never know. Bjork, with a 15, you remember distinctly the dimensional lightning hitting Fandango, because immediately after that, the string burst out of his bag and exploded into 4 guitars.
Yes, lightning definitely hit this object.
Oh, now that you mention it, I remember what happened 10 minutes ago. Yeah, absolutely.
More guitars aren't going to appear, right?
I don't know. I don't know what happens if that thing gets re-empowered. Perhaps you should get some food, get some supplies, and then you should get to going. Hurry, fast.
Well, hold on. You want us to get some food and supplies and get going. Why don't you give us food and supplies? That might hurry us along.
Because I don't run the general store.
Well, then, I guess we'll just have to just see what happens. Some of us aren't superstitious like you primitive island folk.
Oh
He
my
is
God.
truly the worst paladin.
That's my boy.
Where is the general store?
I'm going to throw him another tooth. He's been very helpful.
Look, I don't even notice, but I have a baby. You guys need to take care of us now.
We should go.
The general store / inn is this building over here.
All right.
Bjorg will begin tromping towards the general store.
I'm getting strong no room at the inn vibes from these people. And yeah, okay.
Come, Bromegnon, let us go to the general store and I will teach you all about the sin of avarice.
Okay, and I will teach you about the awesomeness of buying sweet stuff.
Buying cool things. So basically, this is going to be a short rest / resupply moment. If y'all have hit die that you would like to spend, feel free to spend them. If you would like to purchase basic supplies from the standard PHB, we can go at default prices. These are good, honest people who aren't trying to hoodwink you, but they do want you to leave because you are holding a vibrating crystal that represents potentially the death of their whole society.
Cowards.
All right, let's see here.
I could use some hit points. How do the hit dice work again?
So, if you open up your character sheet,
Yes.
are you on roll 20 or on D&D Beyond?
Roll 20.
Okay, I gotta go find that.
Spending 4 hit dice.
Spending the remainder of my hit dice.
Actually, you know what? I think I'll do that too.
All right.
Okay, I can't find class. So I'll
That's
just-
enough.
I've got 8 out of 11 hit dice.
Okay, so how that works is you can spend those to roll that die,
Mm-hmm.
and however much you roll, you get back. So if you spend
Constitution
4 of
modifier
your 8 hit die, you would roll it 4 times.
with a Constitution modifier or without?
We're gonna say nope unless somebody looks it up.
That's fine. I'll take the nope. And we can do that. We don't have to. I can roll them one at a time, right?
Yeah.
3 brings me up to full.
Gonna do it again.
Yeah, I'm up with it. I'm up to 3 short of full.
A 1, not so good.
Brandon Firemaster is back at max.
Gonna do it again. 4. So it's
Now,
6.
what does the D&D equipment page have in the way of baby care related equipment?
Well, there's a search function at the top. So if I punch in baby, nothing. There's nothing there.
Okay, well, I'd like to buy a
7.
standard pack and just reverse it and shove brand egg in there.
Well, being a more caring parent, I will ask Toreg what he wants to eat.
My name is Prometheus,
That's what I said. Toreg.
Bromegfian.
and I am a devourer of thoughts and ideas, as well as eggs, strangely enough. I realize that sounds strange given how you know me, but got the strangest craving for them.
Well, that's great because eggs are full protein and ideas are just empty carbs.
Backpack is 2 gold.
Okay, I will spend 2 gold. I will reverse that and I will carry tiny little bro in my backpack.
How tiny is he, actually?
We're gonna say he's a small size creature, but he is roughly the size that Brandegg was. So,
Oh,
you know.
yeah, I'm definitely ripping this backpack, but it's the thought that counts. There you go, little bro.
Much appreciated.
Oh, we're going to have such adventures.
Indeed.
I got to teach you about something called press ups. Trust me, little bro. You'll never look back.
And I should probably tell you why I was created.
Oh,
That would be good.
was this just not about me? Is that what you're trying to say?
Oh no, you hauled me out of there and gave me the energy to break free, but I was created long before you all found me in that research center.
Oh, well, I guess. I suppose I still love you.
Why were you created?
I was made for a very specific purpose.
To worship.
To destroy aboleths on a grand scale.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, sweet, because we have killed an aboleth.
Yes, that was the one I was supposed to feed on initially. That's why it was deeply weakened.
Correction. The invisible arrows of Tor killed that aboleth.
Well, you say deeply weakened, but I think he's still pretty tough.
He had been mentally pillaged and broken in torturous conditions over and over. The people who made me were monsters in their own right.
That's just called life, little bro. Welcome to it.
That's horrifying. What exactly do we do now?
Well, I suppose that's up to you, but, if you wanted, I could do something about that whole magic items washing up on shore because aboleths are rooting around for an ancient artifact thing.
Well, that's the first time we've had an answer for that question since the very beginning.
Yeah, that's the first time we've had an answer to that
fortuitous.
question since we were asked a question and then forgot about the question.
Yeah. That's the first time we've cared about having an answer to that question.
It certainly is.
So the aboleths are behind all of that. That's fascinating.
Yes, don't worry, you knew that. I know that because you knew that.
Okay, so that aboleth was actually a bad dude. Because
Well, they are all trying to mentally enslave the sentient beings once again. That's part of why mind flayers were used in my creation. I had to be psychically capable of withstanding their attacks.
Oh man, I'm glad you said that because I felt a little bit guilty about killing that thing that was just kind of sitting in a paddling ball.
Oh, you absolutely destroyed a victim as well. Assholes can be tortured too.
All right, that's
Don't I know it?
I'm having complex
Yes.
feelings now.
But the assholes at least deserve it.
Okay, let's not get political, little bro.
So, how do we go solve this problem of the aboleths and the trying to enslave literally everything? That sounds bad.
Do we have to solve this problem?
Yes.
I mean, we can't just maybe do daycare first for a little while.
That's kind of up to you. I'm finally out of the shell, but It's what I was literally designed for, so that's just gonna be my first inclination off the tentacle.
I mean,
Well, you know what, little bro? If that's your path to perfection, then I will do all I can to help you achieve that, especially if it includes squats.
yes. If you were put upon this planet for genocide, then it must be the will of the gods. Let's do it.
Please don't interpret whatever crazy Uncle Silas says to you in any
Father
way,
Silas.
especially that.
The first step would be to find another aboleth so that I can, what's a polite way to say suck out its brain juicy goodness?
I don't know. That got me hard.
That.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Suppose
And
we go into the ocean
find
again?
out how they are doing in their hunt.
We generally just call it 9 to 5, baby.
If you could get me to the ocean, I can find an aboleth.
Well, we're on an island. That's not too difficult.
I was thinking there might be one at the bottom of a well.
Perhaps.
Well,
We're not doing that much of a callback.
But I should just point out that your real dad has a boat, so feel free to be impressed.
curious. You appear to be in too good of a shape for a midlife crisis.
I'm an overachiever.
Excellent.
You should have seen what his otherworldly self looked like.
Yeah, that was definitely hallucination. There's no way anyone looks that good. You guys need to calm down. Stop giving little bro unrealistic body image standards, okay?
Did anyone else have anything they wanted to buy from the general equipment store?
I mean, like, if we can fudge it a bit, probably just generally supplies so that we don't need to worry about starving.
Yeah, general supplies. I think we're out of raw whatever the fuck we killed last time.
So I'll just look up rations. All right, rations for 1 day for an adventurer is 5 SP for, let's just say, a month's supply for all of you will be cumulative 20 gold. I'll
right.
cut you a little bit of a
Just
bulk.
say, baby little bro, what do you like to eat? Because as you can see, I have no breast tissue at all. I am raw muscle.
Still the eggs and dreams.
Eggs and
Silas
dream.
will pay the 20 gold since he has money lying around that's doing nothing but collecting sin.
I will ask them if they have any eggs that had hopes or aspirations.
They give you an egg from the oldest chicken they have.
Oh, that's good.
Klaus is paying 109 gold just to be lazy with the gold. I want to fill up all my wineskins.
All right.
How many wineskins do you have?
I have 20 water skins. I don't know where those came from.
This explains why you failed every dex check.
That we've ever had. Yeah.
Every
No,
stealth check.
that was not a
Every
game mechanic. That was just bad
sneak
rolling.
it up on everybody. Go glug 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 glug.
For reference, they do have potions of healing for 50 gold a pop.
Ooh, yeah. I'll take 6 of them, bad boy. I'll take a 6-pack.
I just filled all 20 of mine.
God. Don't forget to update your character sheets on gold and health potions or whatever else you get.
I will.
Make sure. All right, let's do that. Is it greater health potions or just
health potions?
regular?
Standards. Okay.
This is the straightforward equipment list, but there's no markup.
Sweet 6-pack.
Now watch Prometheus as Brandon buys health potions and your daddy Silas does not, because one of us can dish it out but not take it.
Maybe one of us just cares about the well-being of his sweet little bro. Aw.
He's eating the egg.
Aw. Is that egg okay for you, buddy? Has that got like dreams of what it could have been? Is that nourishing you?
Would have been a king among roosters, and now it is in my tenta bray. I don't know where it went.
That's okay. You've got time to work that out. It's fine.
Oh, Prometheus. Okay, did anyone else have anything they wanted to buy?
I think I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm all right.
All right. Everybody has equipmented up. Gordon and the bucketed Fandingo are awaiting y'all.
Oh yeah,
And
Gordon's still here.
yeah,
Welcome
yeah.
back, Gordon. Some parent you turned out to be.
Now, Prometheus,
Parent to what now?
your Uncle Gordon, it's okay to abuse.
Don't listen
Is
to him, Prometheus. It's okay for you to abuse any of your uncles.
Isn't he the one who spends most of his time as a goblin?
Yeah, he's got that going on.
Seems like that's abuse enough.
You know what? You're actually probably right. You should probably be nicer to him. We're getting along swimmingly. This is great.
All right. So y'all have had a short rest. You have restocked on supplies, and unless there's anything else, you can start heading back down.
Get the fuck out of here before an angry mob kills us.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, before you head out though, I want perception checks from everyone again.
Oh, certainly.
Bjorg, give yourself advantage.
Silas gets a 22.
Klaus gets an 11.
Brandon Firemaster gets an 18.
With advantage, Bjorg gets a 15.
Okay, Bjorg, Brandon, and Silas. You can all tell that while it's not by a lot, that ringing has definitely gotten louder.
Okay, I'm thinking we should get out of here.
It's the rapture!
Although he is wishing you to leave, Dr. Ponch still directs you out the front entrance of the mountain area rather than through the sewers, which you ascended.
Oh, there was a front door this whole time. Well, thanks
Yeah,
for that.
you exit out into like a hallway, and then it goes into like a carved set of stone steps that leads on a very gentle path up this nice scenic mountain.
Seeing as I got a pretty sweet perception check, I will say to the doctor, this dangerously ringing crystal we've got, this is not going to explode and kill us all, is it?
I mean, you all seem pretty tough, so all of you, no, I doubt it will explode and kill you all.
You're right. I'll definitely survive this. Anyway, see ya.
All right. And as the party races down the mountain with a steadily increasingly loud crystal in their possession and a newly hatched friend on Brandon's shoulder, we are going to let the adventure wrap for this evening. But don't worry, we are not done, as you know. We have been taking your questions, collecting them, like Prometheus squirreling away thoughts, and now we're going to answer them, but not from the Facebook first, because first we go to the Discord. Wow, I haven't done this in like a week, can you tell? The folks on the Discord get to get the line because they are a part of our Patreon, patreon.com/AuthorsAndDragons, in case you would like to be part of it next time. Now that is some vamping. Rick, what have you got for me?
I'd just like to say before we carry on that this has been the most feel-good episode we've ever done.
Yes, it has.
I feel good about this.
I'm not really sure that says much. But
No, it doesn't.
we go from feel good to the opposite of that, because our friend Evil Slog
Oh no.
asks, what was your favorite moment of A&D Con, or anything you wanted in retrospect? I have no idea what that means. What was your favorite moment of A&D Con?
Considering it's Evil Slug asking, I've got to say, if you've hung around in the Discord and you've been at our hangouts, you will know that we have perhaps unfairly, built up Slaug as our enemy, because he keeps on beating us at the comedy games we play that we are supposed to excel at, but he keeps on destroying us at. So we've kind of built him up as an arch villain to ourselves in the Discord. And he turned up, and we gave him some fucking aggro about it. And maybe we were drunk, maybe we were unreasonable. But regardless of that, the next day, he turned up in a cape and a mustache. And we have not fucked with him since, and we never will. So that was a great con moment for me, when I learned that Slug will probably kill us all.
Yeah, that's a good con memory for me that I just had, because I didn't remember it before you just mentioned it.
We were all very drunk when that happened, which made it worse.
No, I remember the mustache. I didn't remember the context. It's like, why is he wearing a mustache?
Well, if he comes out with a mustache and a cape and you don't remember the context, that's even more terrifying.
Yeah.
All right, I think I have a good one. It was probably the most surreal moment of the con, but somehow it was just somehow both the best and also the most wholesome was Queen Crush getting up in front of everybody, starting to play the ukulele, or dressed as Polly Darton, by the way, from the Janes, and
Oh, that was
suddenly the
gorgeous.
entire room breaking out into a rendition of "You Are My Sunshine."
I mean, that was
That was
great. Yeah. But
that was very heartwarming.
yeah, because she turned up in and I'd like to say to everyone that turned up in cosplay, you all looked fucking fantastic, and let's have more of that next time. But she had a ukulele, and she was like, I can play one song, and everyone's like, well, guess you're doing the theme tune, and she delivered, and it was a wonderful moment.
Oh God. I gotta say probably one of the best moments for me was the Plonky Tonk cosplay.
Oh, that was good.
That was great.
Not just because it was a great cosplay, but because there was the first cosplayer to walk into the room playing the most unexpected and hated character of the entire A&D experience. And yeah, that was special.
Is Plonky the most hated? Y'all really didn't like that snake.
Yeah, Mr. Hister
Oh,
is probably up there.
no one dared dress as Mr. Hister. Nobody wants that kind of
Yeah,
fucking
somebody would
negativity
have
in their
gotten beaten in
life.
the halls for that.
But see, now it sounds like you've given Slog his costume for next year.
Oh my God.
Oh
Oh
God.
no.
Oh man. I will say, I was like getting to meet and talk with everybody and socialize, but that's hard to really put down into one moment. So I'll say the one shot I got to play in was really fun. It was neat getting to be a different character and play with folks and have John DM and stuff. So it was a good time and a nice little preview of perhaps what we're in for later on down the line.
Ooh, preview.
A preview of John DMing.
Well, just trying to incite a little bit of excitement with people who didn't turn up to the con for whatever reason. I forgive you. It's fine.
I mean that episode is out now. I think the announcement is known. We should probably re-hit it from time to time.
Yeah.
So while Rick picks our next question, I'll go ahead and retouch on this briefly. The Chronicles of Calamity, the game that we just played, the game that we have been playing since 2015, is going to be wrapping up over the next few months. Don't worry, it's not going to drop
Yes.
suddenly, but it's coming to a conclusion, and then we're going to transition over to a new game run by John Hartness. So there'll be new characters, new setting, but same players and different hijinks.
All right. Before we move on to the next question, I would like to highlight the moment I didn't get to witness at this con. That should have happened. I did not see any pictures of anyone putting their dicks in the Rick Gualtieri cornhole
Oh,
thing.
mate, you had a wholesome
Wow.
option. A lot of people turned up dressed as your character to surprise you. You're like, no, I want to fuck Rick's mouth.
No. That that I didn't choose that is one thing. I that happened though.
A room full of
I'm
sorcerers.
choosing as something that didn't happen
The
that I
fantasy
wanted
in your
to.
head.
Yes.
1,000 sorcerers cornholing Rick.
All right. Best of both worlds. Yes.
Oh God.
Oh my.
Oh, I would absolutely like to reiterate.
I am
Please do keep up the cosplay. That was awesome.
I would say I am so not showing up to the next convention.
It's just going to be a cardboard cutout of Rick, and you don't want to fucking know what they do to it.
I'll show up for both of us. I can buy a T-shirt. Fuck you.
Rick, what's our next question?
All right. Well, we do have a few about the next game, but those are primarily for John, who is not here. So instead, we'll move on to this gem from Zach of all trades. Now that Queen Elizabeth has unfortunately passed on, let's assume a King Ralph scenario, and you are now the ruler of the British Empire. What's the first thing you do?
The British Empire. Well,
Oh.
okay. Well, firstly, there is no British Empire. Even like there's isles in the British Isles that don't belong to Britain. I think you're talking basically about Britain and a hunk of rocks strategically placed near other countries just to piss them off. I think my first, if I was, and like assuming royalty had any real power, which they don't, they're basically our version of Mickey Mouse, which is fine, and I love them for it.
Mickey Mouse is pretty powerful.
Yeah.
Just a fun.
And none of us would fuck with them.
Imagine Mickey Mouse, but without the fucking lawyers. That's you know.
Okay, all right, that's yeah.
I guess if I was suddenly in charge of the British Empire, I'd be like, I don't know, anything we have left, I'd give the options of everyone in it. I'd completely dismantle. I'd say, like, right, Wales, Scotland, Northern Ireland, Falklands, Gibraltar. Here's the thing: you can stay in or you can fuck off. And if you want to fuck off, that's fine.
Oh,
That would be my action.
look at
And I would remind them that, like, we've done pretty well. We're a tiny little rocky island on the arse end of Europe. Decided to fight the entire world. Did all right. A bit regretful now, but at the time everyone was doing it. But I would just say, like, if you want to fuck off, it's fine.
look at Steve being all diplomatic, because I'd be spending my first few hours, like, commanding my royal servants. I want a real life iron fucking throne.
I'm getting a bunch of horrors sent straight to my room.
I don't think the royal family can do that.
Yeah,
I mean,
Sure
they
they can.
could, but I don't think they're supposed to.
I am
Listen.
going to use my status as a king to get one of those like fancy VIP things that, like, I don't know what's the nearest Disney you can get to, or a good theme park. I fucking hate lines, and I feel like if I'm king of a country, there's probably a way for me to skip those.
Yeah, no, that's great. That's a great thing about it. As long as you're polite and you're nice to everyone, they're like, oh yeah, well, let's skip. I could do that. I could basically be like a royal house cat and just kind of turn up and saunter past the lines. I would definitely do that. I would offer everyone there, like, we can dismantle this. It's fine. We can be cool about it. But then I'd be like, also, I am still wearing this massive crown. Please do let me, like, first into the cinema.
Also, I'm getting the flag changed to just have the Caverns and Creatures website URL.
I was going to say that, or some sort of QR code that takes you right to the Amazon page. I know Bob so well.
Just automatically makes them buy a book.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you're putting the URL on the flag. I'm basically saying you must buy my books on pain of death.
Every time your ship rocks into a harbor, everyone's like, oh, I'm going to film that. Hey, this book downloaded. How did that happen?
I'm not greedy. I'm just gonna put the URL out there.
Okay, well, seems like a wasted opportunity of a royal decree. Every fucking English pound note just has a URL for your book.
But you could be spending this on Caverns and Creatures.
My favorite thing that I saw is I became aware of the thing called Poundland in
Uh-oh.
England.
Oh,
And
no. This is where we lose
say,
Joe.
like,
It's been good
Yeah.
7 years, but now he's discovered Poundland.
it's like Poundland is
I'm just gonna bend
expressive
over.
thing.
No, explain it, Joe. The people need context. I'm sorry.
So you're renaming England to Poundland. Okay, we get it.
Hey, we've always been Poundland, man. And I am the fucking king of Poundland.
It's a variety store in Britain, and hearing it repeatedly talk constantly, it's like basically what your guys' version of the dollar store. It sounds like.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Our currency is the pound. You go into Poundland, everything is a pound, but also kind of sexy.
I mean, yeah, definitely better than the dollar.
Yeah, if
store.
I texted someone, I'm going to Poundland, do you need anything?
Okay.
It's like, I'm going to HR after that.
I mean,
That's
meanwhile,
Poundland. See you in a week.
we got Joe up on on the throne going, and from here on, in all lands shall be Poundlands.
I'm changing my opinion. It's like, no one gets to be free. From now on, I am the king of Poundland.
Oh.
I mean, it's great because it rhymes with Crownland.
It does.
Crownland, Poundland.
Oh,
Oh
all
my
right.
God. I can't believe that. Oh, God bless. She's dead now. She's been alive all this time and she didn't do that. Ah, wasted opportunity.
I think she did it.
She was 96 years old. Well, she could have been more public about it, Bevan. Maybe given the subject something to believe in.
Yeah, I mean that would have been great if, like, as she gets older, she's losing her mind and stuff, just making
She
more and more bizarre decrees.
she was queen during the '60s. She was in the Poundland.
All right,
Oh my
Joe, why
God.
don't you mosey us on over to the Facebook?
Yeah. Okay, we're going to Facebook now. All
No, I
right.
want to stay on this.
Steve wants to
Don't
live in
make me leave
Poundland.
Poundland.
Gonna drag him kicking, screaming out of Poundland.
All right. Our friend Eric says, will there be a startling whiff of sulfur as the egg break?
Oh no, I think that was just a startling whiff of awesome. I'm very pleased with how the egg break went. I mean, he's got maybe more brain than muscle, but we can work on that. He's a baby. Like Brandon Firemaster was a baby once, and they dumped him on the temple steps because babies are weak and have no musculature. But no, I feel good about this one. We can get him some sweet biceps to go with that brainy texture he's got.
All right. Let's see here. Our friend Nelson asks, how do you like your eggs cooked?
Oh, Nelson.
Hmm.
We haven't had a question from Nelson before. I think he's an instigator. I like my eggs birthed to perfection, actually, Nelson.
I like my eggs with a side order of "fuck you, Nelson."
I like my eggs over medium, but exclusively done in Poundland.
I like a Benedict. I don't have anything witty to add on to that. I just fucking love eggs Benedict.
Oh,
I'm
eggs
just
Benedict
wondering
is
what
great.
happened at the con that we came back with Dark Joseph.
I'm all for it.
All I did was mention the name of a variety store.
I like mine fertilized and aborted.
Take that, Duck Joe.
Regular Bob is still holding his term.
Damn it.
Our regular Bob, you'll always be the lowest of bars.
Oh. All right, so
Let's see.
next question.
Let's see here. We didn't get a lot of questions from Facebook this time.
Well, we did
I can't read.
disrupt the schedule with having a live event, which if you haven't checked out YouTube, you can see the video of on YouTube. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Orphans and Dragons Con 2022.
Smash that subscribe button.
Pound that subscribe.
Pound it.
Take that subscribe button to Poundland. Oh, that's going to be our new catchphrase for sure.
Make it your bitch.
Nice.
Fertilize that subscribe button.
Fertilize its eggs and abort it.
Oh my
Yes.
God. Jesus fucking
You better
Christ.
run that question quick,
of
Joe.
that statement.
I'm trying.
It's a real pressure
My
cooker.
friend Jamin asks,
Davis.
who from your own books is your favorite character and why?
Oh, that's a good question.
Oh, that's a nice question.
That's a good question.
Oh, thank fuck.
Who's your favorite child?
Oh, I mean, my default answer I give in any of these contexts is whoever has the best lines in the scene I'm writing.
Yeah.
But if I'm going by that criteria as just the overall context for everything that has existed so far, it's probably Nick or Jack. One from Superpowered, one from Secondhand Curses. But yeah, truly, it vacillates so much between just who's doing the coolest thing at this moment.
True.
Unless I misheard that name, I'll go the opposite and say Duke White Power.
Oh, God.
Jesus.
Don't explain it. Okay, let's just move on to the next person.
Yeah.
Well, I've wrote a book about Brandon Flymaster, and he's a fucking joy to write. In most of my other books, I kind of usually have a duo of main characters who represent, I guess, different viewpoints of myself. And I think in Far Into the Dark, there is a belligerent drunk swordsman, British samurai, Dan Karaizu. I think I can write him in my sleep.
Yeah.
So I enjoy that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of like with Drew. It's like, that it does change depending on what book I'm writing and stuff. But if I had to look at an overall, It would definitely be Sally from Tome of Bill and also Bill of the Dead, just because she's a character that just like no matter what life dumps on her, she pretty much just like looks in and is like, "Fuck you, I won't break."
I think you just enjoy being sexy, Rick.
Well, that too.
I mean, from Drifting Lands, I mean, I like all of them, and I have a similar to Drew. Whoever I am writing in that moment, whoever's head I'm in, has to be my favorite character in that moment because that's what keeps me writing them. So I love all of the Drifting Lands characters for different reasons. But I never fail to be happy when I'm writing about the Squittens, especially when they're inking people in the face.
Of course, it all comes back to tentacle porn.
Given the episode we've had, are you surprised?
No, no
Not
one is
remotely.
surprised.
Well, I think that is an excellent one for us to go out on. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Authors and Dragons. We will be back next week with a side quest, and then again in 2 weeks with more of this game. Until then, bye.
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 Goodbye, friends.
Poundland.
Authors and Dragons is brought to you under a Creative Commons license, meaning you are free to share this material so long as credit is given to those who created it, which is us, the people you just heard play the game. Opening and closing themes performed by the Gore Core 4.
Authors and Dragons! Authors and Dragons!
Flex, baby, flex.